So if you looked at your inventory right now from that 10,000 foot view, how does that look? Like, what percentage of properties are midterm rentals, if you have actually gotten into that seriously yet? What percentage are, flips that you're doing? And how does your inventory break out now, if I looked at it from up here?
Yes. So you look at from up here, from the bigger view, about 10% of what we have is midterm or short-term rentals. The rest is long-term rentals. And then as far as like the day-to-day transaction, those are things we hold and keep for a long time. As far as the day-to-day transactions go, we buy 20 to 30 houses a month, probably closer to that 20 mark, 20-ish houses a month, let's say. And a majority of those, I would say, 60% we wholesale, 20% we fix and flip, and the other 20% we keep as rentals and then put down whatever path makes sense. Because midterm rentals, you can honestly do them pretty much anywhere, but within 10, 15 minutes of a hospital is if it's something is within 10, 15 minutes of a hospital, it's a smaller unit, we're going to turn that into a midterm rental any day.
Well, Chicago is like a prime market for that because there's a ton, there's Rush Presbyterian here. There's other big hospital. Minnesota is a huge market for that, because of their medical, the hospitals that are there. So, yeah, that's really interesting. And are you looking at this primarily from the traveling nurse kind of perspective, or is there another genre, if you will, of people looking for midterm rentals?
A majority of it is that traveling nurses. And then I'll finish that, but to piggyback on your point, you're right. Chicago is because that's tougher to cash flow with, the taxes and things like that up in Chicago. And the biggest markets, which is interesting how the markets fluctuate. Again, that perspective thing that I love. It's usually that I tell people Midwest, Southeast, red states are the best to own single family rentals in. Just the laws, the taxes, not getting political. They're just better to own real estate in. However, the biggest opportunities are in California, New York, and Chicago, and those types of states for this midterm rental, because your cash flow kind of can be super max succeeded because of the midterm rental space. And places like New York and even Dallas have recently said no more short-term rentals. All right, and the way they get around that is they say 30 days or more. Midterm rentals are 30 days. It gets around it. But then as far as well, sorry, I went down a little bit tangent there, but what was your other question that kind of
just your general inventory, how that breaks out?
Yeah. So yeah. In general, yeah, it's going to be a majority of what we do every single day is what we wholesale and we flip. It's our daily, transactions. We have 3 companies, 46 employees. The biggest one is the flipping company. 23 people work for that company. So we need buyers. We have rehabs. We have contract to close, marketing. So that's the biggest head of the snake. So that's what gets kind of everything filters through, and then we parse it out from there.